The old woman lay dying in her 18th century four-poster bed. Around her, on walls of faded flock velvet, hung portraits by Gainsborough, Turner, and Lely. Jessica, Lady Syramore-Forbes, didn't mind the dying so much, but the waiting was becoming tedious. Outside, she could hear the blackbirds singing in the ancient orchards and wished she too could be in the warm sun. Vancouver Hall overlooked the Aylesbury Vale, surrounded by gardens and 200 acres of rich wood and farmland. Lady Syramore-Forbes smiled, and for an instant a mere hint of her former beauty showed on her lined ash-pale face. Then a fleeting shaft of pain made her slender body shudder in the midst of the magnificent carved bed. She wished, yet again, that the Grim Reaper would get on with it, though not just yet, not until she'd seen Godfrey and signed the new will. As if he'd been reading her mind, Godfrey James himself swept into the room. At 62, he was as thin as a whippet and nearly 7 feet tall. As he loomed over her bed, Jessica laughed gently.
"Hello, Godfrey. You look perished, as always."
Godfrey laughed.
"It's still cold up here, Jess, that's why."
It was a long-standing joke between them. Jessica knew that Godfrey didn't approve of people dying, and she, one of his oldest friends, had been in the doghouse ever since contracting cancer at the ridiculous age of 91. Without bothering to ask permission, Godfrey plonked his skinny behind on the bed, opened his pigskin briefcase, and brought out a great wad of papers. Dear Godfrey, he'd always been able to get down to business straight away, a trait she had always shared with him, even in those faraway days when women were supposed to be barely capable of choosing a pair of gloves for themselves. "It's all as you specified." Godfrey's crisp voice quickly focused her still sharp mind on the matters at hand. She took the newly amended will and read every single word. Then she sighed and reached up to pull the bell rope above her bed. A moment later, 2 women appeared at the bedside. Godfrey recognized them vaguely as a maid and the cook.